Hello, anime lovers. Welcome to the Anime Ninkaverse channel. Today we're diving into the explosive first episode of Chainsaw Man. So, let's jump right into the story with episode 1 titled Dog and Chainsaw. Just like Attack on Titan has monstrous titans, and Demon Slayer has terrifying demons, the world of Chainsaw Man is filled with devils, each possessing unique powers and abilities. The story is set in 1997 Japan. We see our main character, Denji, experiencing a strange dream. He finds himself in a deserted alley where he discovers a mysterious door. But just as he reaches for it, Denji suddenly wakes up. Without wasting any time, he heads off to work. Along the way, we learn a harsh truth. Denji is buried under an overwhelming amount of debt. To pay it off, he has already sold nearly 60,000 yen worth of his own body parts. Denji has already sold one of his kidneys for 1.2 million yen, an eye for 300,000 yen, and even one of his testicles for around 100,000 yen. Yet, despite all that, he still has a crushing debt of 30 million yen to pay off. To survive, Denji works as a devil hunter since he can earn decent money by selling the corpses of devils. Denji isn't alone. He has a pet named Pochita, a chainsaw devil. Pochita's barking alerts Denji whenever a devil is nearby. This time, their target is a tomato devil. Denji uses Pochita as a chainsaw weapon and quickly takes it down. We then get a glimpse into Denji's tragic backstory, back when he was around 10 years old. Originally, this massive debt wasn't even his. It belonged to Denji's father, who had borrowed money from an old Yakuza boss. Unable to pay it back, his father ended his own life. That very day, after Denji's father's funeral, the old Yakuza man confronted Denji and coldly told him, "By tomorrow, have 700,000 yen ready, or we'll tear you to pieces." A short while later, a chainsaw devil appears in front of Denji. At first, he's terrified, but then he notices that the devil is already severely wounded. That means they're both about to die. The next day, with Pochita's help, Denji manages to kill a small devil and then approaches the Yakuza. He makes them an offer: hire him as a devil hunter. In return, he'll slowly pay off the debt by hunting devils for them. Since devils fetch a high price in the black market, the old Yakuza boss agrees. Now we return to the present. The old man arrives and tells Denji that the tomato devil he just killed is worth around 400,000 yen in the black market. However, after management fees and other deductions, Denji is handed only 70,000 yen. And after paying for water bills and other expenses, he's left with just 1,800 yen. Denji has to survive an entire month with this money. He looks at Pochita and sighs. Looks like it's just bread for dinner again. After years of living in poverty, this is nothing new for Denji. Just then, a Yakuza member walks up to him, mocking him. He sneers and says, "If you swallow this burning cigarette, I'll give you 100 yen. Without hesitation, Denji puts the cigarette in his mouth. The Yakuza guy laughs, flips him a 100 yen coin, and walks away. Denji and Pochita live in a small shed in the middle of the forest. There, we see them sharing a single slice of bread for dinner. Denji has no social life. His only friend is Pochita. Recently, he found out that bread is supposed to be eaten with jam. But for them, that's just a dream. As long as Denji is buried under this debt, he can never live a normal life. Which means he'll die single. He can't invite a girl to his tiny shack, and he can't afford to take her to a fancy restaurant either. Basically, everything a teenager dreams of is impossible for him. Suddenly, Denji starts coughing violently. Blood drips from his mouth. His mother had a heart disease, and that's what killed her. It seems like Denji has the same condition, which means he doesn't have much time left. Just then, there's a loud knock on the door. It's the old man from the Yakuza. He tells Denji, "There's another devil for you to hunt." Denji is taken to a massive warehouse on the outskirts of the city. He follows the old man inside. But suddenly, a blade pierces through Denji and Pochita from behind. It was a trap. The old man had set him up. He wanted the Yakuza to become even more powerful. So he made a deal with the devil. They craved the devil's powers, and the devil wanted devil hunters dead. But the Yakuza made a huge mistake. They formed a contract with a zombie devil. This devil had the ability to turn humans into zombies. Once turned, they became its mindless slaves, which meant the entire Yakuza was now under the zombie devil's control. And since the devil hated devil hunters, it commanded its zombies. Tear Denji apart and toss him in the trash. Denji tries to escape, but it's hopeless. The zombies stab him over and over again. As Denji lies dying, a thought crosses his mind. He never even wanted to be rich. All he wanted was a normal life. But even that was too much to ask for. The zombies tear Denji and Pochita apart and dump their pieces into a trash bin. Denji is dead, and Pochita is barely alive. But then, a single drop of Denji's blood falls into Pochita's mouth. And just like that, Pochita starts healing. At that moment, a memory flashes through Pochita's mind. A time when Denji was cutting trees to earn extra money. Denji had once told Pochita, "One day, I'll die fighting devils." And when that happens, Pochita will either starve to death or get hunted by another devil hunter. But Denji had also heard a rumor. Some devils had the power to possess a dead human's body. So he made Pochita a request. "If I ever die, take over my body. Run far away from the Yakuza and live a normal life for me." Back in the present, Pochita does exactly that. He begins merging with Denji's body, but instead of just taking over, Denji's body fully regenerates. And for one last time, they speak to each other. For the first time, Pochita speaks like a human. He tells Denji, "I'm not taking over your body. I'm making a new contract with you." In this new deal, Pochita gives his heart to Denji, and in return, he wants Denji to live a normal life, to fulfill all the dreams they once talked about. Basically, Pochita sacrifices himself to save Denji, and since Denji now has a devil's heart, his body completely heals. His heart condition, missing eye and kidney, all fully restored. But something else has changed too. A cord is now hanging from Denji's chest. It used to be Pochita's tail. Back when pulled, it would start his chainsaw. Denji barely has time to process all this when the zombie devil sees him alive. Furious, he orders his zombies to attack again. As they rush at him, Denji thinks, these guys already had a good life. So what more did they want? What made them sell their souls to a devil? And then he understands. No matter how much a human gets, it's never enough. They are never satisfied. Denji doesn't blame them, but they stand between him and his dream. So, they have to die. Saying this, Denji pulls the cord on his chest. Suddenly, a swarm of zombies jumps on him, pinning him down. Then, a loud mechanical roar fills the air, the sound of a chainsaw starting. And in the next moment, Denji rips through the pile of zombies, slashing them apart as he rises. Because now, Pochita's chainsaw powers belong to Denji. His arms and head now have chainsaws, and in that moment, Denji is reborn. As Chainsaw Man, without wasting time, Denji charges through the zombies, cutting his way to the zombie devil, and when he reaches him, he slices him in half. But even after the devil dies, the zombies keep coming. That's when Denji realizes if he kills them all, his debt will be gone, because there will be no Yakuza left. And technically, they did hire him to kill devils. So Denji does exactly that. He slashes through them one by one, like chopping vegetables. After some time, morning arrives. Near the warehouse, a black car pulls up and stops. From it, a team of public safety devil hunters steps out. They work for the government, and they were also here to eliminate the zombie devil. But what they see is only piles of zombie corpses. And standing among them, Denji. One of the hunters assumes he must be a devil. But among them is Makima. Her sense of smell is extremely sharp, and she says, he is neither human nor devil. Then, Makima walks toward Denji. As she gets closer, Denji starts falling backward, and while falling, he weakly asks her to hug him. Makima doesn't hesitate. She wraps her arms around him, and instantly, Denji's chainsaw parts melt away. he now looks fully human again. Then, Makima gives him two choices. Either she kills him as a devil, or she keeps him as her pet. Denji didn't want to die, so he asks Makima, "What will I get for breakfast?" Makima thinks for a moment and replies, "Bread with butter and jam. Salad, coffee, and something sweet too." And for Denji, this was like a dream. So, without hesitation, he agrees to become Makima's pet. And that's where the episode title Dog and Chainsaw makes sense. It represents both Denji and Pochita. Pochita looked like a dog and had a chainsaw. Now, Denji also has a chainsaw. And people treat him like a dog. Mappa Studio has done an incredible job in this episode. Yes, they've used a lot of CGI, but it doesn't feel out of place. In fact, if you look closely, you'll only then realize which scenes were CGI. So, how did you like this episode? Tell me in the comments. And if you're excited for this anime, type yes in the comments. Also, like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel Anime Ninkaverse and hit the bell icon. I'll see you soon with the next episode of Chainsaw Man. Thanks for watching.